How's it going, everyone? This is Jared for Triple D Farms, Triple D Cabins. Today we are here with just a quick update about the cabins. We've been waiting for a few things to happen. We've been waiting for the electric company to give us the plans for the electricity for the cabins, and we've been waiting for the well to be drilled, the water well. So today we have a well crew came in here and drilled a well, and I'm going to show you that a little bit, talk about it. Today it's, I think, 3 o'clock today. It was 54 degrees, January 4th. So just real unseasonably warm. It's very muddy, messy, just not typical weather. But they were able to get this well drilled, and it sounds like it's going to be a really good well for us. So I'm going to show you that, and we'll talk a little bit about it. So here's the well they drilled. So this is just off of cabin site number 1. And they had really good luck with the well. They drilled it. They called me. They said, hey, we hit 192 feet. We're at 7 gallons a minute. That's pretty good. What do you think? I said, I don't really know. I said, that sounds pretty good. I said, I don't really know whether, we want more or not, because we are talking about having, eventually 4 cabins. So it's kind of like, a little bit, it's more than residential in some aspects, but it's not quite, like a business or a restaurant or something like that. Because these cabins, there's no dishwasher, there's no clothes washer, things like that. So it's basically a kitchen sink, washing dishes, washing hands, and you got your bathroom with your sink, your toilet, and shower. So it's really not a whole lot of water that's going to be used on a daily basis. But water is something that you always want to make sure you have enough of. And after this year being a real dry year here, having to haul water for our cows and horses and stuff, it really made us think, okay, having a little bit extra wouldn't be bad. So he said to me, he said, well, if we go 20 more feet, maybe we'll get lucky and hit another vein. And I said, okay, so how much is 20 more feet? And he said, $400. And I said, all right, go ahead and do 20 more feet, and you hit more, great. If you don't, whatever. So 20 feet, it went from 7 gallons a minute to 9 gallons a minute. And 9 gallons a minute that's really close to being excellent as far as what I have learned about the whole situation, doing some research and whatnot. And like I said, you're not going to have dishwashers or clothes washers and things like that. So probably safe. The only thing that would even, remotely compare to that would be having, 4 cabins and all 4 of them are taking showers at the same time. Even that, a shower, most people don't take a shower as long as it takes to wash clothes or dishes and things like that. So there you have it. So this well is actually going to get an in-well diaphragm. So that's going to be inside there. So instead of having a diaphragm tank in your crawl space or in your basement or all that, it's in the well, and it's down in there far enough that it won't freeze. And so that eliminates having to have a heated crawl space or a pump house or any of those kinds of things. So really, the only way the water would freeze is, in the cabins themselves. So I thought that really sounded like a good idea. And the other thing is, you can always add a diaphragm pump in the cabins. There is going to be a crawl space. They're trailer models. So it's basically like a double wide. So there's going to be space under there. And we're going to insulate it anyway because we want to insulate it. We don't want the heaters in the cabins to have to work any harder than necessary. So we're actually going to do the skirting and insulate it. And we could put a diaphragm pump in there and make sure it has a little bit of heat in there. And that would add to our capacity so that, your pump didn't have to work as hard. And obviously, if the in-well one would fail, you'd have a backup. So that's something that we might do. I mean, diaphragm pumps are not really all that expensive. So it's an option that we might do. We could also put one in one cabin, or we could put them in multiple cabins. So that's one option that we're looking into. But I think that that's a pretty neat option for, anybody that's doing anything remote, where, maybe you have a cabin, camp cabin out in the wilderness somewhere, and, you're not there all the time to check on it. That's one way to make sure that your water, at least your water source does not freeze. Now, it might freeze in your pipes inside your cabin or whatever like that, but that's a lot less of a problem as having your your water tank or your water pump, if you have a shallow well pump or anything like that, freezing inside your cabin. So I've had quite a bit of experience with shallow well pumps and freezing and trying to keep them from freezing. We have a couple of them on the farm, and they work, but this is probably the way we should go with those facilities as well, and we probably will in the future. Just because the amount, the peace of mind, and just knowing that you don't have to worry about that part of it freezing. So it's kind of a little rainy here today. I will just show you the truck. This is Hess Well Drilling. Came and drilled the well. Like I said, they went 192 feet. They're from Millerton. They gave us a call, said we're 192 feet, we're 7 gallons a minute. What do you want to do? They punched another 20 feet for $400. So it takes us up to 212 feet, 9 gallons a minute. Sounds like a pretty good deal. Tomorrow they're going to come in and put the pump in with the in-well diaphragm system and get the water line run up to the pitless adapter and the wire run up to the pitless adapter, and then all we have to do is tie into it from there and run it to each of the cabin sites. And we have to run the electric over to where all the electric is going to meet. So that's our update for today. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to keep up with updates. Just trying to share our farm life, our experiences, good and bad, and trying to share any knowledge that we pick up along the way. That's the whole purpose of these videos. So we'll catch you another day. Thanks for watching.